Man, my 2 years in Colorado were pretty good, but unfortunately, I wasn't able to win what I wanted to. Individually, I was able to perform the way I thought I would be able to, but as a team, we really didn't get anywhere. And with Travis Hunter going into the NFL draft, it was about my time to go ahead and lead the team into the transfer portal. And the decision I made, the team I decided to join, might surprise you or it might not. It might have been obvious. But after going through all my options, talking to my family, I have finally made my decision. I have decided to go back to Florida to play for FSU. Now, while I was making it seem like there was other schools that I was considering going to the media, I had already let my family know what school I was going to from the start of my transfer process. And now, I'm ready to ball out as a Florida State Seminole. Now, like I said, for me, this decision was pretty obvious, and it really didn't take me like any time to decide if I wanted to go here or not. There's just way too many positives to go in here. And I mean, first off, I'm about 2 hours away driving from Jacksonville, which is where I'm from. And not only am I close to my family, but this is a school that is already top 5 in the nation. One of my best opportunities is trying to get to the national championship. And while a couple years ago, this might not have been the best decision because I would have probably not been the #1 cornerback. But since I spent 2 years at Colorado, just being able to practice with Travis Hunter and Coach Prime, I've gotten so much better. And I became the #1 cornerback for this team already. Now, in terms of my career so far, last year I had 25 interceptions. And I just feel like the last thing I'm needing is a national championship. And since we already starting all the way up here in top 5, as long as we just keep on winning games, there's no doubt in my mind that we'll be able to get a chance to be in the national championship game. And if I make it there, I'm making sure we ain't losing that game. But in this first game of the season, we starting off kind of slow, already down 3 points, and on this drive, Texas State was able to score a touchdown, extending the lead, and the extra point makes it 10-0. But really, the only reason why last drive that was down the field was because offense gave up the ball and gave them that positioning. We probably won't let that happen for the rest of the game though. Man, when I tell y'all, being on this team, on the field with these guys, immediately feels way more different than it was on Colorado. It's just that gap in skill between the two teams. As the offense, when I was on Colorado, was pretty mid, and us as a defense, we had to carry. But on this team, even though a good amount of the best players end up going to the NFL after last season, we still have a lot of talent, and the offense is pretty good. And as for the defense, I can already tell we're finna be a force to be reckoned with. As last year, this defense was a top 10 defense in the nation. And with me coming to this team, the #1 cornerback in the nation, yeah, we finna go crazy. And even though we just playing against Texas State, we looking good defensively. I mean, very good. And it's the first time a couple of us has been on the field with each other. Because I wasn't the only transfer coming to this team. And so it's going to be a lot of chemistry we're going to have to build. But it's going to happen. We're coming towards the end of the third quarter and I still don't have a pick yet. But that would change when this quarterback decides to test me on this corner route. Give me that pick. First game of the season, and it was a home game. So our fans definitely got what they came for. And I'm happy I was able to catch a pick in my debut on this team. Now, after having a pretty easy matchup, being able to build up our chemistry was very much needed. Because this week, we're going up against number 14 Notre Dame. And it's a team you definitely cannot play around with. Off the rip in this game, we showing off the energy of our defense. On 2nd and 9, I'm trying to bait up for this pick, but instead the quarterback didn't even have enough time to try to throw that ball. He got sacked. Now, on 3rd and 15 after that sack, we're sitting in zone coverage, just making sure they don't pick up that first down. QB is forced to throw a little slant, and that ain't going nowhere. 4th and 5. It's 14-0 now, and then I'm already realizing like the complete difference between this team and Colorado. I mean, there were just way too many instances on Colorado where we would get stops, play great defense with a whole possession, just for the offense to either turn the ball over or do nothing with it. Not even get down the field and get as like just a little field goal. That's all we wanted. And the worst part about what I just said was the fact that not every team that we played against was a ranked team or a top team in the nation at all. It was every team we played against. And now that we got a competent offense, it seems like I'm the one who's allowing stuff now. And you could say on this drive, I've been getting cooked. I allowed 2 first downs. Unacceptable. Generally, at Colorado, I really didn't like running zone at all when it came to the red zone. But here on FSU, we might be able to get it done. Get a stop in the red zone while running zone. Now, while I might have been one of the main reasons why they made it down the field in the first place, I'm going to be the reason why they drive ends here on 3rd and 9, showing off my amazing recovery speed on this end route. Give me that pig. Now this time, the offense wasn't able to score off the stop that we got. And now it's going to be on us to stop them from scoring. But they don't already make their way down the field. They're on the outside of the field already. And I'm not done making mistakes in this game. On 2nd and 9, my guy got the ball on the out route. And I completely missed his tackle. Now allows him to get the first down and more. 18-yard reception. On 1st and 10, I was sitting on the blitz. They ran a read option. I tried to get back there and I ended up getting a tackle on that quarterback. On 2nd and 10, we was running man coverage, and I'm guessing that we had a cross man guy on that running back, and they ran a perfect route so that the running back would end up getting open, and they were able to get the first down. And then to end off their drive, on 1st and goal, they ended up running the ball to my side. I was getting blocked, I ain't gonna lie. He was blocking the life out of me, just completely took me out the play, and they scored a rushing tug. But luckily, offense was able to score a touchdown with the 2 minutes left in the first half, and now Notre Dame got the ball starting the second half off, and we already on them. We're having a very, very great defensive drive here, and on 3rd and 14, they try to take the check down, and I'm going to flat, so I'm coming down making the tackle. Just cannot allow them to get the first down. Now this time, offense didn't score, but the way we playing defense on them boys right now ain't looking like they finna score either. I mean, on this drive, they're trying to get the run game going. They ran the ball a couple times, which got them up the field, but here, we ain't allowing none of that to happen. They getting tackled for loss. And now it's 3rd and 16, and they are forced to try to pass the ball, but that's not working at all for them because they're locked all the way up. An amazing secondary performance right here, forcing the quarterback to just settle for the sack. Offense ended up scoring again, but this game is not over. It's 3 minutes left, and on this play on 1st and goal, they ended up scoring a touchdown, making it a 2-score lead. But now the game is over because we scored again, and with only under 2 minutes left in this game, they don't got enough time, and there goes the turnover on downs. It's over. Played our first ranked team of the season, and we dominated them. I'm feeling good about this year. This week, we got Virginia, who's 0-2. We're 2-0, but this is our first game not being at home. We at their crib, and they fans pretty loud. And to be honest, I wasn't really expecting they fans to be this loud and this supportive when they're 0-2, but hey man, we'll silence them up. With how good our team is from top to bottom on offense and defense, that home field advantage stuff ain't gonna mean nothing at all. We all over them. On 2nd and 8, my man actually ended up beating me to the inside, but the quarterback didn't want to give it to him. He decided to run by himself, and I'm the one who made that tackle. And so far in this first quarter, they really haven't been able to catch a break. On 3rd and 7, hit him right at the first down marker, but he did not pick it up, an inch short. It's 2nd quarter now, and they was actually able to get a turnover on our offense, which puts them in a position to where they might be able to score a touchdown. But the closer you get to the touchdown, the harder it is to move the ball, and they were not able to move the ball at all. They had to take this little check down to get closer for a field goal. And after they only got a field goal, our offense got a touchdown. And here on 1st and 10, I'm supposed to be going to flats on the right side, but nobody was over there, so I just chased my man and tried to lay the boom on his quarterback, but he got tackled before I can get there, and he fumbled, but they picked the ball back up. They are really trying to run the ball here on 2nd and 2, just trying to gain the 2 yards that they need, but they cannot do that, immediately getting tackled in the backfield. But it's kind of crazy we did all that, gained all that momentum just for on 3rd and 6, them to get a little bit lucky and just barely get this first down. But now it's starting to seem like this quarterback is determined. This team is determined to try to actually have a chance in this game, picking up this first down, getting it to 1st and goal. We got them all the way to 3rd and goal. And they actually almost end up scoring this touchdown right over my head. Luckily, he threw it too far ahead and he could not get a foot in. They were in perfect position to get 3 points and somehow they didn't get it. Now, on 2nd and 10, I find a way to allow him to catch this ball, but then I hit him as soon as he landed with the ball and he ended up fumbling. That's crazy. It's the 3rd quarter now, the 2nd half, and we're up 28-3, doing exactly what we should be doing against Virginia. I don't care if they're at home. All game, they really been trying to find out what they could possibly do against us, and running the ball just hasn't been it at all. I don't know if they've been realizing, but when they pass the ball, especially trying to do little short routes, it actually ends up working a little bit for them, and they end up doing it here on 3rd and 8, picking up the first down. But at this point, it's already about to be the 4th quarter. It took them way too long to realize that they need to change their approach in this game. It's the 4th quarter, and this game's over, but I haven't caught a pick yet, and I'm really trying to. I tried to bet him into throwing this ball, he threw it, and I ain't get that thing, but I guess at least we won the game. I don't know what it is about plays like this type of receiving screenplay. I just had the tendency during my career to just allow this to be a first down almost every time. But after being Virginia, we have now become the number 2 ranked team in the nation. As long as we can keep on winning games, probably gonna have to go undefeated, but we could definitely do it to get to that natty. Now the only thing that could possibly hold us back from getting there will be our strength of schedule. Because looking at it, I was kind of hoping that we had more tough teams. Not to say that we ain't gonna play against a good amount of great teams, but I kind of wish we had more just for that assurance. But anyway, the only thing I need to be worrying about is making sure that we win every single game this season. And that starts with beating the lesser teams, unranked teams like Maryland. And here on 2nd and 9, they run my kryptonite play, that one receiver screenplay I was talking about. Somehow I always end up allowing the first down on plays like this. But they really wouldn't move that far away from that spot after picking up that first down, because we locked them up, and on 3rd and 6, bro tried to take a shot down the field and it almost ended up getting picked off. On the next drive, on 2nd and 10, they tried to run the ball, and that running back probably should have held onto that ball a little bit tighter, because bro went through and stripped that ball right out his hands. Offense scored, making it 21-3. It's 2nd and inches, and the quarterback tried to run the ball and pick it up for himself, but he could not do it. And he even tried to give his running back a chance to pick up the first down, but he could not do it. He just lost yards. That's just amazing defense right there. Last game, I went pickless, and I really don't like that. On this play, it looks like I got cooked, but my recovery speed is so crazy, I was able to get back in the play, catch that pick, and take that thing for 6. And that was basically the end of the game, and we continue our undefeated streak. And now, still ranked number 2, playing against a 1-4 Wyoming. I mean, it's clear that this is a pretty easy game. We should be able to win this game without a doubt. They ran a play action on 2nd and 12. QB rolled out to the right side, gave it to his running back, and he immediately got hit. And then on 3rd and 13, I'm playing off coverage. My man ran a slant, and I jumped that route at the perfect time. Give me that pick. This quarterback must be fearless, because on 2nd and 10, he decided to test me again, but this time he's lucky he was able to get that ball there just in time. They don't thought they were all the way down to the red zone, actually having a pretty good drive, and on 2nd and goal, trying to run the ball but not going nowhere with it. And then on 3rd and goal, we running man coverage, amazing man coverage at that, and the quarterback decided to take the check down, and he ended up losing 4 yards off that, but I guess they was going for the field goal anyway. They made the field goal and got a stop on the offense, keeping hope alive on their team. They picked up this first down, getting 25-yard reception, gaining some momentum. And on 2nd and 5, while I was guarding this tight end, he beat me with an in route, but he could not make that grab. I mean, the quarterback did put it a little bit too out there, but you got to be able to make that catch. We ended up coming out in a zone on 3rd and 5, and I don't think there was a flat zone down there, so they was able to get the first down pretty easily. We ended up getting the 3rd down again. On 3rd and 3, I don't think it was a flat again, because I'm playing deep and nobody's there to try to defend this play right here, and they ended up getting the first down again. The quarterback was doing a decent job getting down the field, finding the weak spots in our zone. But in the red zone, we ran man, and I was all over my man. Give me that. And I'm going for 6. It's crazy, because it really seems like Wyoming isn't having a very hard time moving the ball down the field. It's just they cannot finish when they get there. I mean, their quarterback is really putting that thing on the money. I thought I'd be able to jump this route, but he put that thing there right before I was able to get there. First down again. I'm running off man coverage on 1st and 10, and this time the slant ended up getting me. Couldn't be there to force him to drop the ball, but he didn't get the first down. We are now running zone coverage here in the red zone. On 2nd and 2, the running back came out the backfield and ended up getting the first down. And on 1st and goal, they ended up running the toss play to my side, and I got blocked to the inside, could not make the play. So they scored their first touchdown of the game. They might be picking up a little bit of momentum. After scoring, they end up stopping our offense. But the way this home crowd is roaring, ain't no way they gonna come back in this game. But while I'm talking about how they gonna come back, I need to find out how I'm gonna come back from this play. He just completely ran right past me and got a 34-yard reception. All cause I'm trying to bait up. But that big play they just had will be the last good thing that they do in this drive. Cause soon after, on 3rd and 7, their quarterback ended up throwing a pick. And we already on their side of the field. And with already being that close, we scored a touchdown again. But that wasn't it with the quarterback throwing picks, cause on 3rd and 6, he threw another one, this time towards the sideline, just a nasty pick. And we in scoring range once again. Just completely dominated in that game just like we're supposed to. And this week, we got another team that we should be able to beat by a lot. And surprisingly to me, we're still ranked number 2, even though the teams we've been playing against aren't that good and not ranked. But here on 1st and 10, I'm playing off coverage. I mean, leaving him wide open. And that quarterback was dumb enough to throw the ball to him. Give me that pick, and it's going for 6. After trying to pass the ball last drive, failed so miserably, they tried to run the ball on this drive, and it actually ended up working out for them. On 1st and 10, they ended up running a play action. The quarterback decided to go ahead and scramble, pick up the first down himself, getting a 21-yard rush. I'm guessing since they've been running the ball so much this drive, they expected us to think they was going to run the ball, but they made the mistake of passing the ball again. But especially testing me. Give me that. And this one going for 6 too. Passing the ball has not been going good for them at all in this game, but they're being too stubborn. Ran a play action and threw that ball right to that linebacker, and he's taking that thing for 6. It's the second half now, and they still haven't found any type of success when it comes to offense or defense. It's 35-0 right now, and we ain't showing no signs of stopping. We probably should get out the game though, because this is over. We got out the game. The backups came in and pushed it to 56 points. Now just remember what I said about the strength and schedule. It's about time we're finally playing against another good team, another ranked team. It's about time. And to be honest, with the teams that we've been playing against these last couple weeks, I'm surprised that we're still ranked number 2. I mean, yeah, we've been winning games, but we haven't been beating good teams. And I mean, our schedule strength is so bad, for the first half of the season at least, that people in the media think that we're not as good of a team as we are because of the teams that we played. But you cannot forget about what we did to Notre Dame and what we finna do to Clemson real quick. Now Clemson may be 4-2, but those 2 losses came to some very good teams. This is a team that's both top 10 in offense and top 10 in defense this season. So if we're able to pull off a victory, actually when we do win this game, there ain't gonna be too much people can say about us. It's the second quarter now, and it seems like this might end up being a defensive game. Or I could just be saying that a little early. But it's now the second quarter, and we're up 7-0. But the way Clemson moving the ball, they probably gonna end up scoring. They done made it to 1st and goal. And on 1st and goal, they ran the ball to my side, and this running back was real shifty. I could not get my hands on him. He went right past me and scored a tug. Clemson's defense ended up getting a stop on our offense. They now have 2 minutes left in this first half to go ahead and get some points. And on 1st and 10, I get killed on this comeback route. That was nasty. But if you know me, I'm a guy who makes up for my mistakes. Set up the perfect bait for this quarterback to throw the ball and give me that pick. And after catching my feet, I'm taking this thing for 6. After I caught that pick 6, they now have under a minute left in this first half to try to score. They drained the clock as much as they possibly could on this 3rd down and end up picking up the first down off this slant. Just under 30 seconds left in the first half. On 3rd and 4, the quarterback just throws the ball deep into the end zone out of bounds. I guess he was settling for 3. Funny thing is though, they didn't even end up getting the 3. But we ended up getting 3 though when we got the ball first in the second half. But now, on 1st and 10, they ran a read option. And it worked out for them perfectly. Amazing blocking, and we ended up missing our tackles. And the QB ended up taking that thing all the way to the end zone. This right here is most definitely, without a doubt, our most competitive game we done had all season. And the question's gonna be, we gonna be able to fight through it at their crib in this close game? I mean, right now, it's looking good. After that tackle for loss, it's 3rd and 16. They did a running back screenplay, and he ain't going nowhere with it. Only gained 1 yard off of that. But just like last drive, offense wasn't able to score, nor could they get 3 points. But like I said, this is going to be a defensive game, and it's looking like it right now. We're playing some great defense on this drive. 3rd and 14, we're running zone. I'm supposed to be playing the deep zone, but nobody ran back there, so I tried to jump this route on the slant, but I could not get there fast enough. He caught it, but he didn't get the first off. And this time, finally, offense was able to score. And in a game like this, that might be all we need. Because with the way our defense is looking right now, the way we just locking Clemson up right now, it ain't looking like they finna move the ball down the field to return the favor and score for themselves. I mean, they especially not finna score when they're doing plays like this. I mean, we knew what it was as soon as the receiver went backwards. They ain't getting no yards. And at this point, with less than a minute left in this game, they got no timeouts. It's 27-14. The game is over. But I stayed in the game because I felt like they had no choice but to throw that ball deep down the field. And they did just that. Give me that pick. We did our thing this game. Did exactly what we needed to do against a pretty good team. And halfway through the season, I got 11 interceptions. Having a great season so far. But what I'm trying to do is have my name all over FSU's record books, just like it's all over Colorado's. And I'm already one pick under their current record for picks in the season, so I'll be getting that pretty soon.